Jude Bellingham has started life at Real Madrid on fire, with 4 goals and an assist to his name in just 3 La Liga games. But how is manager Carlo Ancelotti getting the best out of the England star? Well, this season Real Madrid have set mostly up in a 4-4-2 diamond, with Jude Bellingham playing in the hole as the number 10, behind 2 more unorthodox number 9s in Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo in most cases. And they have a lot of fluidity and freedom to pull into the wider areas, allowing Jude Bellingham to arrive late in the box from a deeper starting position. And his second goal against Almeria definitely highlights this. We can see how Real Madrid have got possession and are lurking around the final third. Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo are sitting slightly deeper and not looking to break in behind the back line, while Bellingham is doing a lot of roaming between the midfield and defensive lines of the opposition. And in fact, in this sequence, he actually drops deeper to lose his marker. He then opens up and spots the gap between the lines and then turns on his pace, losing his marker through his pure speed, and then scores with a brilliantly guided header. And his role here is the classic dynamic of the number 10 running beyond the number 9 to get on the end of chances. And it's been a while since we've seen this in the elite levels of football. But he can also do the things you'd expect of a natural number 10 within the deeper and more creative areas of the pitch. And this clip against Celta Vigo is a great example of just how varied his play is. And a long ball is played over the top into Rodrigo's feet. He then receives the ball, lays it off to Bellingham, who drops in from more of a natural number 9 position. He turns well and then plays a delightful round the corner pass through the defender's legs for Rodrigo to go 1v1 against the keeper. He then makes a darting run in behind the defence and takes the ball around the keeper to win the penalty. And the data actually backs up this idea to play him in that number 10 slot as a direct goal threat. He's scoring an extremely high amount of non-penalty goals per 90 with 0.42, which actually trumps some of the best midfielders in the world. He's also contributing with a really respectable number of assists, which is 0.17 per 90 minutes. And Bellingham has always been that old school robust ball carrier who can get in the box and score goals. And this is backed up by not only his amount of successful take-ons, which he actually finished joint topping in the Bundesliga last year, but the amount of attacking touches he receives in the penalty area too. And even though he's playing a much more advanced role for Real Madrid, he still provides a ridiculous level of defensive security. Over the past year, he has a staggering 65% of dribblers tackled, on top of an average of 3.17 tackles and interceptions per 90, showing that he doesn't just bring the ball carrying and the goals, he actually brings defensive steel and security on top of it. And a great example of his power and his stride when dribbling is this direct segment from the Bilbao game. He picks up the ball in a deeper area on the right hand side and gets closed down by 2 players. He knocks the ball past the first player and another 2 try to close him down again, but Bellingham uses his pace and his power to burst past the opposition defenders. He then spreads the ball out wide for Vinicius Jr. and he looks to make a run in behind the back of the defence. Vinicius Jr. plays a lovely weighted pass in behind and Bellingham looks to square the ball across the box, but unfortunately is blocked in this occasion. But it's these sort of actions that show off just how good Jude Bellingham is, the fact that he can carry the ball, create, make runs into the penalty area, all to the elite standard. And Carlo Ancelotti has given Jude Bellingham a lot of freedom so far, and it's been justified. We can see the differences in his touch map from his time at Dortmund in comparison to his touch map so far for Real Madrid. He's playing significantly higher than what he was doing at Dortmund for Real Madrid, and this gets the best out of Bellingham's attributes. He's not a back-to-goal midfielder who wants to conduct the play. He wants to get his head up, he wants to carry the ball, he wants to get into the box to score goals, whilst winning the ball back at any given moment. And it's fair to say Jude Bellingham has definitely hit the ground running, and it's impossible to put a cap on his ceiling, especially when he's playing for one of the most consistent and successful teams in Europe. But it's going to take something special to fill the void of Ballon d'Or winner Karim Benzema. But Jude Bellingham has the potential not just to be Real Madrid's best player, but to become one of the best players in the world too.